Hi guys, I'm Lisa. Welcome back to the channel. Employment attorneys are expensive, and most victims of discrimination can't find one that they can afford. Representing yourself pro se in a discrimination case is one of the hardest things I can imagine, yet it's the only option that far too many victims have. For the past couple months, I've been researching and reviewing online resources and tools for pro se workers. So what I want to share with you today is the best of what I've found. Even if you have an attorney, you can still benefit from what I'm going to share because it's going to help you be a smarter client. Before we get into today, I want to remind you that I'm not an attorney and I didn't go pro se myself. I'm just an employee like you who went through the process and won. That gave me some experience with the language and basic concepts. Today's video is going to include a lot of screen captures and walkthroughs, and I scroll through pretty fast, so I don't expect you to read all this stuff in real time. I put links to everything I talk about and more in the description. So with all that said, here's what I got for you guys today. Courtroom 5's short manual for pro se plaintiffs is legal kindergarten reading. It gives a nice overview of the stages of litigation and how it works. The Rules of Civil Procedure for U.S. Federal Courts lays out all the complicated rules. It's written for attorneys, so you'll have to learn the terms and language to get much from it, but you don't have to be an attorney to do that. The best way I found to use them was as a reference, using the PDF search function on my browser for whatever question I had. For example, when your employer sends their motion for summary judgment, you can just search summary judgment. Rule 56 lays out when it's appropriate to request summary judgment, the procedure that's followed for these kinds of motions, and the kinds of evidence that can be used by your AJ to support a decision. The more closely you can follow these rules, the less likely it is that you'll annoy your judge or lose on a technicality. Your federal district court may have their own pro se guide or handbook. The guides that I looked at for this video today had a lot of information in common, but each one also had some unique content. New Mexico Federal Courts has a fairly comprehensive handbook that includes links to online resources where you can research cases, a list of motions commonly filed in each phase of the process, how to prepare for a trial, the timeline that trials typically follow, and more. The Southern District of New York Federal Courts also has a good pro se guide. Their guide to representing yourself at trial has a lot of useful information, everything from courtroom conduct to trial preparation. It even includes a checklist that you can use to determine if you're ready to go to trial. Their guide for discovery is the most comprehensive overview of the discovery process that I found anywhere. The Northern District of California has some unique information on preparing for your case management conference, and more. California Public Counsel advocates for the rights of disadvantaged communities in the LA area, but through the years their services have expanded. They now offer a pro se federal clinic in LA and a library of useful blank forms, guides, and templates to help you with so many things. Writing your complaint, requesting that your employer produce documents in discovery, interrogatories, opposing a motion for summary judgment. They even have Word versions of pleading paper. Snyder Law has several blank templates and samples to help you prepare court documents for things like writing your complaint, motion to request production of documents for discovery, sample interrogatories. One unique thing they have is a sample to help you object to discovery requests by your employer. The American Association for Law Librarians publishes guides for law librarians on how to do legal research. Their guide, How to Research a Legal Problem for Non-Lawyers, can help you figure out what citations to look for and where to find them. It even includes links to some places you can look. They also have a list of state-specific resources that are available through U.S. public libraries. The Illinois Toolkit breaks down how legal citations work. When you're pro se, you're your own lawyer, so don't overlook the resources that EEOC offers attorneys, like their Regional Attorneys Manual. This document has everything from basic administrative support information to how to conduct litigation. For instance, there's a whole section of issues around non-pecuniary compensatory damages, and there's an extensive section on settlement guidance. It never hurts to be aware of the ethical standards that your opponent is going to be held to, just in case they violate those standards. Equip for Equality empowers disabled workers in Illinois, but the information here is helpful even if you don't live in Illinois. Their site has a nice stash of fact sheets that break down the law into very simple language and give a nice level of detail. And some of their stuff is available in both English and Spanish. Their best practices for mediation include a lot of helpful tips on what to ask for and how to prepare for your mediation. It even has a worksheet to help you get prepared. And their fact sheet on addressing retaliation also has a worksheet that you can use to document the retaliation as it occurs. I hope you guys find this first Pro Se Toolkit helpful. I'm hoping to make more of these toolkits, so if you guys think of a subject that you'd like to see one on, drop me a comment and let me know. And also let me know if there are other resources that I should check out for this list. So that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys next week. Till then, hang in and take care. Bye.